position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The inside handoff. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Zings it complete to the right. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab, it's Washington. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll flow it. Dances away to buy time. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on 3rd down to get the touchdown.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Moore to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Lost a throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Green. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sooner Nation bearing down on
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little time with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. The defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Quarterback will keep it. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Moore to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds his man. It's Tease. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Shoots his way for more. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
Pressure coming, and he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Four wide receivers on 2nd and inches. They might try to take a shot. Moore will throw. The sure hands, it's Moore. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Quarterback adapted. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
That has to sting as a defense. In a third and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual-threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Appalachian State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Buys a little time. He's got an open man. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. 2nd down coming up. Just keeps swinging it. Under fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Russell. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing...
Turning it on! That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And into the end zone. And he waltzes into the to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that shoulder. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Quarterback keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Moore will throw. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Slings it downfield. Wide open, makes the catch. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. And it's a touchdown. It is also Also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45, on its way. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving it.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Moore to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football. He wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And the Ducks will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Moore will throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 13 to Iowa State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a...
There he goes! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Grabbed over the middle, it's Washington. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And the Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
this guy has had so far. Why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Grab behind the line. It's Tatum. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. Caught behind the line. It's Carry-On. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. A long way to go on fourth and goal. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Moore to the air. And as he throws, here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught over the middle. It's Tatum. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be a run on third and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down. They're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moore will throw. He's got it. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he'll be smacked to the ground. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. That's caught. It's Hill. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at second and 7. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And he could have gotten the first down, but he just scooted out of bounds, and he will be short, and it'll be a turnover.
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. To the air. It's St. Clair. Quickly complete. There to make the stop, that he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. The short hand, it's teased. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throwing right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Moore to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds. The clock keeps ticking.
Hauls it in. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point of the season.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Hunter. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That's caught. It's Moore. Across the 25. He's got room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
That's how you end a football game. Nice job. You put the ball in your best player's hand. Let him go make a play. I know he runs out of bounds, but it doesn't matter. This ball game is over.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much.